Hi, welcome to JJ's Productions. We've got another Hitman Roulette. We're doing the showstopper again, and I did have a requested contract, but unfortunately I just found it a little too easy, so I am going to complete that in a live stream I do. But in the meantime, we've got a contract that starts on the pile driver barge. We're going to be killing Viktor Novikov with a falling object as a member of the palace staff. And we're going to be taking out Dalia Margolis with an assault rifle as 47 in his suit. We're going to be exiting via the kitchen, and we're going to not use firearms as distractions or to destroy objects. So pretty standard stuff so far. I've exited the pile driver barge and I'm making my way up to the auction via the pipe. Now if I'd wanted to, I could have gone through the frisk points, dropped the pistol and just made my way up there. The difficulty with that though would have been I have got breach charges on me and a pistol. I'm not intending to use the pistol, but it's handy in case I need to use a weapon distraction, and the breach charges, it's part of that as well. I need it also for the Viktor kill. So as you can see, we're up at the auction level and we're going to go straight into the attic. Once we're in there, we're going to go to the smuggle point in the attic because we're going to need to grab an assault rifle. Now, I'm sure there's an alternative method to this where you can grab an assault rifle from a guard and use that. I just found this the most convenient method because if you do it another way, you have got to find the guard with an assault rifle. Whereas this way, I thought, at least I know what weapon I'm picking and I haven't got to go hunting them down and getting the weapon itself. Plus, then smuggling it in. So this just was overly simple for me. So as you can see, I've got the assault rifle. There is a guard in the area, but he's not too smart. He won't catch you if you just crouch at the right times. As soon as you're in this area, you can break out of the crouch though and make your way into Dalia's bathroom. Once you're in Dalia's bathroom, we're going to turn on the tap. At this point, it gets slightly complicated. It depends on Dalia's position. If Dalia just enters the room as you turn the tap, she will come to investigate it. However, if she's still making her way into the room as you turn on the tap, the guard in the room will come in to investigate. At this point you have to react accordingly. I saw that Dalia just walked in the room after the tap had turned, so I'm able to wait for the door to shut, take a headshot at Dalia, hide the body, and then I can subdue the guard who came in to investigate. If it's the other way around and Dalia goes into the bathroom, all you have to do is shoot her after the tap has been dealt with. If you do it any sooner, then the guard will come in to investigate before you've had a chance to hide a body. So it's pretty simple. As you can see, once you've knocked him out, you can take the cicada disguise and then you've got easy access around the palace pretty much. So what we're going to do from here, we're going to go back down the pipe and get down to the bottom floor. We don't need the assault rifle at the moment. Well, we don't need it anymore. I've just brought it along for giggles, to be fair. But you can do what you want. You can leave it in Dalia's room, or you can just bring it along for the ride. We're going to go and get the palace staff disguise now, though, and we're also going to just set off a little explosion. So we're going to grab a fire extinguisher. That'll swap it for the rifle. We're going to drop the fire extinguisher just in this area here and drop a remote breach charge. We're going to detonate it and it will cause an explosion. That causes Viktor to go into a target lockdown. Now, this isn't the quickest method, I suspect, for completing this kill, but it's the one that I found most efficient considering the criteria for this contract. So, first of all, I'm just going to destroy the surveillance with the fire extinguisher. And the difficulty with actually completing this contract is that you aren't able to use your pistol. So, for Viktor's kill, it should be pretty simple to do the one of the simple challenges from the main game, which is essentially dropping a speaker on him. Now, I tried that several times with a remote breach charge and I just couldn't get the timing right. Now, you'll have seen in my Hitman for Noobs video that even when I missed a few shots, I still managed to get the speaker to land on him. So I don't know if it has some weird effect if you use a breach charge or what, but I thought I've got to try at the very least to do something different, otherwise I just feared that the whole thing would go wrong. At this point, what I'm trying to do is find a way to actually get Viktor underneath a falling object. Now, as you can see, I was a little bit fixated on this chandelier because it did seem the easiest one to work with, because I knew that once Viktor came out of lockdown, it would come this way. So it did seem a good option to actually try and bring that chandelier down on him. The problem I encountered was the fact that I didn't want to just drop it with a pistol. One, because I can't use the pistol, but also, even if that was allowed, I'm fairly certain that Kurt, the bodyguard, would be in close enough proximity to him that he'd also die from the dropping an object. So it wasn't practical to use that. So at this point, I think there's another chandelier nearby, so what I need is the fireworks remote. So at this point, I'm just waiting for the guard to talk to the tech guy and to just have a conversation that you've probably heard a million times already. We're going to wait for the security guard to go to the bathroom, and then we're going to knock out the tech guy. As soon as the tech guy is unconscious, we're going to grab the fireworks remote. We're also going to hide his body, just so that the security guards who are on rotation don't come back and find him. Viktor's kill at this point is pretty simple, because all you've got to do is plant the breach charge and just essentially make sure you time it well. So as we can see, we're dragging the body away. I've already grabbed the fireworks remote. I'm going to just take it easy in this section just to make sure that tech guy doesn't spot me. But as soon as we descend the stairs, we're out of the trespassing area. We go through the doors, and we're going to just go through this door here. Just around behind it, there's a little thing where you can, a winch, that's what it's called, where you can put the breach charge. Now, I tried to trigger a conversation between these two because I wanted to try and avoid being spotted as a breach charge. It isn't the simplest of things to do without getting caught, so the best thing I can do is advise you to do what I do here, which is try and plant it as fast as possible. But because I used a breach charge earlier on the fire extinguisher, I've only got one, so it does mean that once you've planted it, immediately the suspicion does go. So that is one good advantage of using this method. Now, as you can see, Viktor is still taking his time to come upstairs, so I'm going to fast forward about 30 seconds to a minute, just until he's on the stairwell, so I'll see you then. So he's nearly upstairs, and we've got one last job to do before detonating the breach charge, and that's essentially just to bump Kurt. You should only have to bump him once, but make sure you get a good bump in. If you don't, he could follow him right underneath the chandelier, and that just isn't good for business. So as you can see, Viktor's making good pace. We haven't got to worry too much about Kurt catching up now. So just as soon as you think he's underneath the chandelier, detonate. And it's an easy kill. From there, all you've got to do is make your way down to the kitchen. So I'd like to thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you like Hitman Roulette or Hitman in general, subscribe to the channel, as there is plenty of videos on the channel and plenty more coming. Thank you very much, and bye for now.